How's it going, guys? Today I'm back down at Walton on the Naze for another spot of shark teeth hunting, but with a little bit of a twist. As you probably guessed by the title, today I'm giving away every single shark's teeth I find on this hunt. We recently hit 1,000 subscribers, so I thought what better way to celebrate than to give away a few shark's teeth. I love coming down to Walton and making the videos, and you guys seem to love watching them, so there'll be more details later in the video on how you could potentially win the shark's teeth that I find today. So hopefully on today of all days we do find loads of shark's teeth. My name's Adam and welcome to Nature's Cove. So the tide's just started going out here at Walton. I've got about 3.5 hours before it becomes high tide again, so plenty of time to hopefully find some shark's teeth. I'm starting off today by searching the beaches furthest away from the cliffs. These seem to have absolutely loads of gravel on them. There's got to be a shark's tooth somewhere in here, hasn't there? And just like that, we've got our first shark's teeth of the day. And it's in a really good condition as well. So this will be given away to one of you guys. I'm glad we at least got one to give away. Shark's tooth number 3. Seems I'm finding absolutely loads already. Let's hope it continues. I've just managed to find an absolutely huge one. So this is slightly broken off, as you can tell, at the top right and top left, but it's still really sharp. It's one of the bigger ones we find, so I'm really happy with that. So it's already going quite well. That was the first beach where I found those 4 that I've properly started looking. I'm getting to the cliffs now, so the beach is closer to it. So this is where we tend to start finding them, and I've already found 4 quite big ones. You've seen, if you've watched the previous videos, some of the tiny teeth we find. But I'm happy we get to give away some huge ones. One of my favourite things about coming out shark's teeth hunting is the wildlife you see along the way. And that bird sat on top of the wooden pillar, and the next pillar there, they're 2 cormorants. So the cormorant, I'll zoom in, the cormorant's currently got its wings out, and that's because it's drying off, so it's clearly been hunting for some fish recently, and it's absolutely soaking wet, so it's opening its wings to try and get as much sun on the wings as it can to dry itself off. There's also a jellyfish there, and now that's just recently washed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick it up on the non-stingy side and try and drop it back in the sea. I don't think I had carrying a jellyfish on my to-do list today. It'd probably just get washed in again, but it's worth trying. I'm now moving on to what many consider the main fossil beach. There's the cliffs that all of the shark's teeth and fossils come out of. I usually don't find too much on here, but it can be hit or miss. Let's see what we get. Aside from a few people way at the bottom, I've pretty much got the whole beach to myself. There's quite clearly been quite a huge cliff slide of recent times. It's sort of dried up a bit, so it's been there a few days at least, but it's released all this clay onto the beach, and there's probably absolutely thousands of shark's teeth in there, but it's just not safe and not worth the risk to go digging through bits of fallen cliff, because you never know, that bit could be next, or the bit up there. I wish I could though. This bit of cliff is literally falling apart right in front of me, and you can see the pile it's building up there, and it's bringing down like bigger rocks. Eventually those ones there are going to be brought down. Another piece going there. Just shows that erosion's happening even when the tide's out. The effects of the sea bashing against the cliffs are still sort of on show everywhere. I've also found a few bits of fossilised shell. You can tell these are fossilised by the orange tint that's on them, which means they'll have come out of the cliffs. And people a lot smarter than me can identify which bit of the cliff and how old they are just based purely on the colour. So what I'll do is I'll keep this one for now. It's a little bit broken. If I find a more intact one, I'll also give basically the best shell, fossilised shell that I find today. That'll also be included in the giveaway. It's time for another episode of everyone's favourite game, Can You Spot the Shark's Tooth? I'll give you 10 seconds to try and spot the shark's tooth. There's definitely one there. As like last time, there's probably more. A lot of you seemed to spot more when I did this last time, but there's definitely one there. So I'll give you 10 seconds starting from now. Good luck. Well, how did you get on? The shark's tooth is actually here. It's not in great condition. but it's another shark's tooth and another one we can give away. I've just managed to find a super tiny shark's tooth. It's really, really small compared to the other ones we've found today. So I'm sure you're all wondering how to enter the giveaway, and I'm going to keep it really, really simple. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe to Naturescope, and leave a comment in the comment section below. The comment can be absolutely anything. It doesn't have to be about the video, it doesn't even have to be anything nice if you don't want it to. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it one entry per username. So if you want to leave 25, 30 comments, absolutely go ahead, I'd much appreciate it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort through them and have one entry per username, and then I'll randomise it in a wheel 2 weeks from whenever this video is released. I'm not 100% when this video is going out yet, so I'll leave the closing date and time on the screen now, and then the day after I will do a Facebook Live or a YouTube Live, depending on whichever works best, and I'll randomise the wheel so everyone can see it, so they know it's not rigged or anything like that. And then I'll get in touch with the person who won and I'll get them sent out to you. I also won't be replying to any comments on this video just because I don't want scam accounts to sort of break through. So if any comment does reply to you under the name Naturescope in this video, it isn't me and it's best to ignore it. The only time you'll be contacted directly from us about this giveaway will be if you win it, and that'll be through messages. I've just been editing the video and realised I completely forgot to say that this giveaway is open to UK viewers only. Unfortunately, the postage to send it outside of the UK would just be too expensive. So if you're in England, Scotland, Northern Ireland or Wales, then feel free to comment down below and enter. I'll show everything that's going to be given away at the end of the video. Another really small shark's tooth. That's number 7 now. I'd love to get to number 10. I think 10 would be a good number of teeth to give away. But hopefully we find some bigger ones, because it's been pretty average size ones and then 2 tiny ones in a row. So as well as the shark's teeth and the shell that I've already shown off, I've grabbed a couple of pieces of fossilised wood to go with it as well. Now I've explained what this is a few times in videos before, but I'll explain again in case there's anyone new watching. But this is fossilised wood. You can tell that it's wood. It's like picking up a stick, but it's really, really dense. It's like stone. Let me smack something against it. It's like stone. Now what happened with this is millions and millions of years ago, when these cliffs were forming and the sediment was layering up, bits of wood and tree got trapped in the cliffs, and over time it's been crushed and pressurised and become this sort of stone-like material. There's plenty of it on the beach, so I've grabbed 2 really good pieces and I'm going to give those away as well. My hands are extremely dry because of the salt water, so just ignore them. But I found shark tooth number 8. This was right underneath where I just filmed the bit about the wood, and I somehow didn't spot it. So that's 3 tiny ones in a row. We're on a bit of a run with them. The chain of tiny shark's teeth has ended. Shark tooth number 9, it is broken at the top, but it's a bit bigger than the other ones. I'm starting to head back now. I'm still going to look for shark's teeth as I go along, but the fossil in here today has been really, really good. We've had a period of really calm weather, so when I came out I wasn't expecting it to be too great, but I mean, I found nearly 10 shark's teeth. I still want that number 10, so I can give the 10 away, but it's been really good fossil hunting here today. On my way back to the car, I'm going back down to that beach where we found the first 4 earlier on, hoping that I can find a few more, because that seems to have been the most successful spot today. And it has already proven successful. Another sizable shark's tooth. What I'm going to do is I think I'm going to spend another 10-15 minutes towards the end of my time here just trying to find more shark's teeth like this on this bit of beach, because it seems to be producing loads today. Another one right after I finished that video just. This one's really tiny, covered in sand so we can't see it too well. But that takes us over the 10 mark and I'm really happy. So I think that's me done for the day. I'm going to head back to the car, drive home, and once I'm back I'll show you everything you could win in this giveaway. So I've just got home and I've given everything a rinse off with some fresh water and I'm leaving it to dry. But this is everything you could win if you entered the giveaway. We've got the 2 fossilised shells there, some really nice pieces of fossilised wood, and then 11 shark's teeth of all different shapes and sizes. Some of them are better than others. I mean, this one here, I think the first one we found is really, really nice, so it's really well intact. But then we've also got some smaller ones and some, like this one here, that aren't in the best shape. The way I'm sort of looking at this is like a fossil starter pack. So if you want to start collecting fossils, or you've wanted to get into it for a while, then this might be your way to do it. You can win all of this. All you have to do is leave a comment down below. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Remember to enter the competition today by leaving a like on this video, subscribing to Naturescope and leaving a comment down below. Share it with a friend if you enjoyed it. It really helps us out, and good luck to every single person who enters the giveaway. Remember, the draw will be 2 weeks from the day this video is released. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Cheers.